Things guys do when they don't like you. If you'd like to discover the secrets for what men do when they are interested in you, when they crave you, as well as what they do when they are not interested, when he is pulling away, or just simply doesn't want to continue a relationship, this video will reveal those secret signs to you. I'm Brody Boyd with Magnetize Your Man. For over 20 years combined with my wife, Antia, we've been helping thousands of successful women all over the world to get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship. So let's go ahead and dive into the powerful clips I have for you today.
If they say that they're busy, they're not trying. They don't even want to try, baby girl. They're just not that into you, and they just are busy so that they can avoid anything to do with you. Everyone's busy in their life. Absolutely everyone. Time isn't made for certain things. You make time for people that you want to hang out with. So if they're not making time and they're using that word busy all the time, they're just using it as basically a thing to say because they don't want to hang out with you.
Unfortunately, saying you are busy is one of the easiest excuses that a man can use or a person can use. And so that's why it is so common. So look to his actions. Is he actually making you a priority, or are you just an option to him? Look to him making that time for you, or is he continually making excuses that he has to wash his hamster's hair or take care of his skunk needs a manicure, whatever he might be doing that's not hanging out with you and not spending time with you. That's a red flag. He's probably not that interested. So we teach this in our courses, but so much about feminine energy is the pause, the power of the pause. My wife says a queen holds, meaning when you enter a room or even before you start a conversation or even in the middle of the conversation, give yourself permission to pause, to look around, to feel into your body. What are you actually feeling, or what are you thinking about? Let yourself process before you continue, because you don't want to just anxiously throw yourself out there and anxiously engage when you're not even ready yet. And also be available to have people absorb your energy as well and see you and fully recognize you so that you can step into the conversation, the event, the interaction fully from your queen, high value feminine energy.
I remember someone once asked me, what is a best friend? And I said, it's the person that makes your problems their problems, just so you don't have to go through them alone.
Now, I would expand this. If a man really cares about you and wants to take care of your heart, he's going to feel a sense of responsibility for wanting to solve your problems. He's going to, of course, be a friend to you, be a best friend to you, but he's going to feel a sense of, this is my woman. If she's not happy, then that means I'm doing a bad job. If she is happy, that means I'm doing a good job. So he's going to take that sense of ownership because, again, he doesn't want you to do it alone. He wants you to be in his world. He wants to be by your side. And so he's going to make that extra effort to help solve your problems, to help give things to make you feel good, make you feel happy, listen to you, give attention, etc., so that he knows he's being a great partner for you.
If you weren't invited, don't go. If none of your friends told you, don't ask. If you got a late invite, respectfully decline. Yeah, they had no intention of including you in the original plan.
Now, this is true for interacting with a man and being in a relationship with a man as well. If he didn't invite you, if he didn't ask you, don't force yourself into the situation. Don't penetrate him energetically and start calling him up or inviting yourself. Or we've had some women who would just drive to a man's house if he wasn't responding to their text. Don't do that, because that's basically showing that you're a low value woman, that you're going to force the issue, that you're going to go into your masculine and try to control him or trying to extract what you need rather than asking for what you need or sharing your feelings. So if a man isn't asking you out, if he's not inviting you, if he's not taking the lead in your relationship, that you can share your feelings around what that brings up for you, using your open heart, your femininity, your vulnerability, and watching how he responds to that. And you could also, of course, make a request graciously. But if he consistently is not inviting you, if he's not asking you out, if he's not taking the next steps or initiating, then you may need to actually be the queen and set a boundary with yourself and be willing to step away from that relationship as well.
Oh, you want to know an absolutely disgusting secret about men that they definitely do not want you to know? And this is an absolutely foolproof method as usual, so please pay attention and don't tell anybody that I told you. When a woman breaks up with a man, odds are it's probably because something has built up for a long, long period of time. She wanted to break up with him probably 6 months before that, but said that she would kind of just keep surviving in the relationship. And then from there, she kind of just decided to tough it out until one day she finally reached her final breaking point and decided to end the relationship. And you know what? She's going to stick with it. Why? Because when women say they're breaking up with somebody, they mean it. The secret about men is when they do it, 9 times out of 10, it is probably an impulsive decision on his part. Either he was not feeling heard after a fight, or he feels like you're not going to change. So in the moment, the only way he knows how to fix that is to what? Call for the breakup. But I'm telling you right now with 100% certainty that if you just accept the breakup, better yourself, have your post-breakup glow up, he will come crawling back 9 times out of 10. Okay? That is a secret no man wants you to know because they want you to think they mean it. I've been this guy before, by the way. That's how I know.
This is often true. And the other thing that's interesting about this is men and women experience pain differently. So when a woman has a breakup with a man, generally, like he's saying, she's already gone through the pain before the breakup ends. And then after the breakup is over, she's generally recovering pretty quickly. Now, biologically, this is often because women also recover quickly when after giving birth to a child. Their bodies are designed to recover emotionally, physically, so they can take care of the child. And it's a similar way when they're taking care of their life when they break up with a man. Men are different. So oftentimes a man, when he has a breakup with a woman, it's going to be a lot more painful for him. I know that in my first relationship, when I was in my early 20s, it took me almost a year and a half to get over her. We were only together for about 2.5 years, but that pain lingers partly because of the way men and women are wired differently, but also because of what he's saying here, that men are often caught off guard too. When a woman breaks up with them, they're like, wait, I thought everything was good. I didn't understand it was this bad. Are you serious? And then they realize, oh shoot, I should have been a better man. Why did I let it get to this point? And then they beat themselves up often through guilt and say, oh, I screwed up. Why did I do this? I didn't want to lose her. So I'm going to try to win her back and I'm going to try to do whatever it takes. And that's often why, another reason why men will come back after a breakup or after you've pulled away, because of those reasons. So this quote has a lot of truth to it and can often reveal if you're dealing with a mature man in his masculine or if you're dealing with more of a boy who also potentially is in his feminine energy. If a man is in his masculine, again, he wants to make you happy. He wants to give and provide to you because that's how he feels like a hero. He feels like the knight in shining armor. And if a man isn't doing that for you, if it takes you many times to tell him something, to tell him about an issue, and you're doing so respectfully in your relationship, and he's not shifting his behavior, that's a sign he's not a masculine man. He's not capable of showing care for your heart. So if a man has truly matured and he's ready to take care of a woman in his life, he's ready to have a loving, long-term, and committed relationship, he's having a sense of responsibility for you. He's having a sense of responsibility for the relationship, and he's wanting to make things better. He's going to want to make things as harmonious and easy and enjoyable for you so that you can just relax and feel like a queen and be a princess, and he's got everything else handled. He's got the hard things handled because that's where he gets ultimately his sense of value and reward, being a man, knowing that he is the hero.
3-month rule is when someone shows their true colors because they feel comfortable in a relationship. They stop dating and wearing a mask and they start being themselves. And usually it takes 90 days to show that. This is why I think it's good for relationships to be like friendships for the first 90 days. Have fun, date, chat, hook up, whatever. But don't sign a lease together and move in. Don't add them to your phone plan. Don't bring them to weddings and introduce them to your family. Just have fun. 3 months may sound like a long time to not be serious, but it can save you a lifetime of falling in love with the wrong person who will eventually break your heart in the end. And then move on to the next.
I think this is really good. I would also add the caveat that I would not recommend just hooking up with a guy as well, because really, you want to wait until a guy has claimed you, that he's claimed you, which means not just a piece of paper that has his signature that he's marrying you, etc., but that he's fully emotionally claimed you, taking responsibility that he wants you. This is my woman, and I want you in my life now and forever, ideally. And so you have to gauge that through his actions. Is he actually claiming you? Is he showing care for your heart? Is he wanting to solve problems? Is he wanting to lead, make decisions, plan the future? That's what you want to look for. Is he also making himself exclusive? Is he being very clear that he is not wanting to see any other women? He wants it to be about you. Now, until a man has given you that and shown you that, I would be very cautious of even getting into an exclusive relationship, let alone having sex with him. You do not want to have sex or even get into an exclusive relationship until a man has demonstrated that he's capable of being that hero for you. And if he's not, you want to wait. And ideally, you're waiting at least, like he said, a 3-month rule is a pretty good rule. We have a 90-day challenge we teach in our course, how to use the principles of feminine polarity, feminine communication to attract a man and have the relationship that you want. But you want to give a period of time where you're using some of the things we teach you as well, seeing how he responds if he is showing care for your heart, how he responds when you're vulnerable, and that's going to be the best gauge if you should continue pursuing the relationship and going to the next stages, going into a deeper level with him. That's how you know if it's a good fit.
A girl writes, "I miss you. I was wrong." Here's the reply. This is an auto response. The guy you're trying to reach spent 3 months after your breakup praying to receive this text, followed by 3 more months accepting that it would never come. The 6 months after that were spent dating other girls to get over you. It worked. Your text is a year too late, and he blocked you. Yeah!
So, of course, this text could be sent by a woman as well. But the basic idea is not to accept breadcrumbs, right? When somebody comes back into your life, like we were talking about earlier, and does want to get back together with you, they have to go through the trial by fire to prove themselves to you, if you're even willing to do that. They have to build a very strong case. And so you need to share your feelings about that if you are open to it, and you need to be really honest and really clear and see how they respond to it. See how they respond to you being clear about your new standards and what you desire. Or simply set that solid boundary with yourself and say, it's too late. It's too late, baby. Oh, it's too late. So you have to end it. You have to be willing to end it if that's the case, and if the man hasn't really stepped up, because they call it a breakup because it was broken, right? Something was broken. Unless he got fixed, unless he got some serious help and did some serious work on himself in some way, it's likely still going to be broken. So avoid getting caught into that. Next, if you'd like to discover a powerful secret to make a man desire you through magnetic feminine polarity and magnetic feminine communication, make sure to take our free Magnetize Your Man quiz by clicking the link in the comments or description below, or going to magnetizeyourman.com. Much love. Hope this was helpful, and look forward to talking more very soon.